Hey everybody, this is Dr. Neis again, and I'm here to talk about zombies. That's right, those undead, ugly, coming straight from the ground, and just really hungry zombies. So, what do you do when you see a zombie? Well, A, you either gotta run away from it, or B, kill it. And the reason why you want to stay away from a zombie, keep him from, well, more than an arm's reach, is because if he bites you or claws at you or does anything, you become zombie too, which is bad because you don't want to be dead, for real. I mean, for real. If a zombie bites you, you're dead. If you have a cut and a zombie licks you, you're dead. If a zombie looks at you, you're on the verge of dying. So please stay away from zombies, because if they're really, I don't know, there's a lot of discussion about this. Zombies are kind of slow, more or less. That usually there needs to be a lot of zombies for there to be a zombie threat. If it's just one zombie, you can usually handle it. But just so you know, avoid them. Now, another thing, clothing is very important because you need to wear like long sleeves and like double up, because basically a zombie bite is just as powerful as a human bite. Why? Because they used to be human. Who would have thought? So, if you can't bite through all that clothing, you won't be able to get bit. So, long sleeves, long pants, boots, gloves. I don't have any gloves. I'll put some on as soon as there's zombies. But for real, you got to be prepared. Now, there are zombie handbooks and, basically some movies that tell you how to prepare for a zombie apocalypse slash attack slash something bad happens when there's a bunch of zombies. I always like to say it's all about location. Location, location, location. Because thank God we're in the US of A. Why? Because there's only 300 million people here. If we would happen to be in India or China, we would be screwed because there's 1 billion people over there. More likely for there to be zombies. Another thing, if a zombie attack happens and you're in the city, leave. For real. You do not want to be in a city. You don't want to be around a whole lot of people. You want some people around you that are not zombies, but you really don't want to be in like a huge city, especially if there's a zombie outbreak. So go out to the country, find yourself a good fortified house, and lay low. But really, there's a lot of talk about it. Some people say you got to keep moving. Some people say you got to like fortify the house. It really depends on where you at. If you're up in the mountains, I say stay in the mountains and throw some rocks at them. If you out in the desert, you're gonna have to keep moving. So it really depends on what your needs are and if you're prepared enough and if you have like plenty of food. Because trust me, there's gonna be a lot of extra food going around. If you happen to find a Twinkie factory, good for you. Instead of dying from zombies, you're gonna die from diabetes. But if you find grocery stores or some other stuff, then you're probably gonna be okay. Just make sure I'm probably gonna keep moving. Though I'll be out in the country, I'll make sure to stay away from a lot of cities, zombies, and other stuff. And another thing, the good thing about being in the US versus China is you only need 300 million bullets versus 1 billion bullets. And bullets will be going fast. Another reason why you want to be out in the country is because they already have guns out there. I think Republicans will probably win, or more likely to survive against a zombie apocalypse than liberals, because liberals live in the cities, and a lot of them will die faster, way faster. So, zombie attack, go out to the country, live a little bit longer. Now, once you're out in the country, and you are semi in a better location, there's gonna still be zombies out there, but I think it'll be a little bit better to handle them. You are gonna need some weapons, because another reason for surviving zombie attacks is to kill zombies. It's not good enough just to run away from them. You also gotta kill them. It's okay, they're already dead. Now, another great thing about being an American: baseball. We have been practicing for smashing zombie heads. If you can hit a ball this big, you can hit a head. So whack the zombies in the head, and you are better off. This is not the ideal weapon, but you're on your way there. So baseball bat is very good. Remember, hit the zombies in the head. Another good weapon, a golf club. Whack! PGA Tours are actually secret zombie killing training grounds. That's right. Those professional golfers, Tiger Woods, will kill a lot of zombies before they get anywhere near him. So golf club actually very good. You want to hit zombies in the head, keep them at a distance. So go like. This is actually a left-handed golf club. I don't know where I got this from, but if you're a righty, I suggest find the appropriate gear. The good thing about baseball bat is it switches. It doesn't really matter which way. Now, if I don't recommend any knives, because for one thing, it means you have to get up and close, and in order to kill a zombie, you have to like kill the whole saying, shoot the zombie. Kill a zombie by shooting him in the head. Yes, you have to destroy the head. So, a knife isn't gonna really cut it. Unless you have like a Rambo-sized knife that's like, well, you can't, it's seriously like this long. That's probably the smallest knife / small sword that I'm willing to endorse. I highly suggest machetes. They're very useful. You can chop someone's head off with that. Axes are actually pretty good if you're a firefighter and happen to practice swinging an axe. I highly recommend grabbing one. And guns. You will definitely need a couple of these if you want to survive a zombie apocalypse. Why? Well, for one thing, it keeps them at a distance. You can chill on the roof, shoot a few zombies, and move on. I don't really recommend hunting rifles, carbines, basically single shots. Shoot unless you're a really, really good shot. If you're not a good shot, you probably want to go with a shotgun, and because it has pretty good stopping power and just aim a little like chest on up, and you should be all right. Now, if you happen to break into some armories or get into some military bases and get bigger is better when it comes to killing zombies. For real. If it's meant to maim or wound, you don't want it. Also, I don't recommend grenades because, as some people will learn in Call of Duty, it creates crawlers. It doesn't really kill zombies. It basically takes their legs off, and they're basically just slows them down. So that so it's crawling towards you. You're still gonna have to shoot them. So grenades really just turn into flashbangs. You might kill a couple zombies, but it's just there to slow them down. Also, flamethrowers. They're great against trolls, but against zombies, not so much because it doesn't kill them right away. Basically, they turn into a chicken with its head cut off on fire, which will light the barn on fire, and that is bad. So if you happen to be in the same area as a zombie and you use some kind of flame, Molotov cocktail, or some kind of fire attack at them, then you want to be away, like not even in the room, not even in the area. Light the zombie on fire and watch them run around and be all crazy. Plus, I highly recommend finding some kind of help while you're doing all this, because doing it by yourself would make you very paranoid, lack of sleep, and you probably won't get very far. Nah, zombie will probably pick you up when you're sleeping, and you won't be happy when you wake up. You'll probably be dead. And that's another thing. When it comes to zombies, it's all about survival, because you're not quite sure what kind of zombies you're gonna come up with. Oh, and that's another thing. You have to make sure you're in shape. As soon as you realize there are zombies, you start like exercising and running, because it all depends on cardio. For real. I'm actually like like I did a little research. I'm actually started walking, running more. You know, if you're able to run 3 or 4 straight miles straight, just nonstop, you're good. You probably make it through. If you happen to run a quarter of a mile, stop and have to take a break, you're gonna die by zombies or a heart attack, whichever one gets to you first. But for real, it's very important to be prepared because you're not sure, and it's always good to have a backup plan just in case you gotta survive. Uh, a Get some Republican country redneck friends because they will most likely survive any zombie attack. And B, go hunting. Get used to a couple guns and learn how to shoot. That's very helpful. Uh, Play some sports such as baseball, golf. Isn't so bad. Just so you know how to get the swing of it. You know, there's a lot of things that help you get. If you want to learn how to make bombs, sure. Not condoning any terrorist activities. No, but for real, it's always good to be prepared. Now, zombies. Dealing with a few zombies is okay. It's just when they hit the double digits, and sometimes triple digits, is when you're in trouble. So please stay away from large groups of zombies unless you have a few tanks, some airplanes, and some people behind you so you can like clear them out, and you might be alright. And that's another thing. If you happen to be next to me and you get bitten by a zombie and we know what's going to happen, well, for one thing, you got to make sure that you didn't get bitten through your several layers of clothes. But if you did get bitten, I would probably be one of the people who will shoot you. I would do it. Sorry. Nothing personal. I mean, it was personal before you got bitten. But once you got bitten, it's not personal anymore. I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. Or woman. You gotta go. It's sorry. So, but I expect the same for me. I don't want to turn into a zombie anytime soon. Hopefully never. Probably never. I'll pray it will be never. So yes, zombies are not a good thing. They are actually very bad. Hopefully, if the zombies do attack, they are the slow zombies that require a large number of them to win. Which case I think we might be okay. Zombies will most likely probably run as fast as we can, even though they're dead. I think they will move as fast as we can. So you just gotta, make sure the Olympic team didn't get turned into zombies, so we can all be all right. Because that would be very bad. A whole bunch of Ethiopian runners get turned into zombies. The whole world's finished. So, this is Dr. Neis. Don't turn into a zombie.